Yo, here we go, welcome back, and we're going to Zandvoort in the Netherlands for race number 15 of our Aston Martin career. We're in Season 1 with Sebastian Vettel and Esteban Ocon. So here we go then, our ATR period is coming to an end. We've got a small amount of usage left in that before it happens, so make sure we get that used up, hopefully we can. 10 days and 11 days for our engineers to come off, and it looks like it don't reset for another 7 days, so we're actually going to lose that a bit of time, so that's some learnings we need to take forward. As we look at performance targets for this race in Zandvoort, we'll put finishing position 15th, set ourselves that goal, and then qualifying position 15th to bring some more money into the team. So we'll get straight into the race this week. We've got no admin to do. In P3, you see track acclimatization there, only 61% for Sebastian, only 87% really for Ocon, who does all 3 practice sessions. And this is why, because Sebastian Vettel in P2 put the car into the wall.
This was the Aston Martin.
It's not a great one. So he locks up into turn 1.
Nasty crash there.
Straight into the wall, and what that meant was he couldn't take part in any of P2, and he doesn't do P1 because we give that to Oscar Piastri. There's also another interesting crash in practice session. Look at this between Sergio Perez.
It's caused absolute carnage.
So that also ruled Sergio Perez out of practice too. It's quite interesting. But as we jump into qualifying, then we're in quali 1. We've done our laps already, and Sebastian Vettel is P16 and Esteban Ocon is P14 as we come round that banking for the last corner down the home straight. Can Sebastian improve? He can improve by 1 place only. He's up into P13. Oh, sorry, that's Esteban. Here's Sebastian. So Sebastian improves to P15. So Ocon out-qualifies Sebastian again, but he's knocked out. Sebastian is in P17. He's knocked out of Q1. Esteban goes through to Q2. And in Q2, Esteban puts his car P13 after the first run, going round the banking again to come to the home straight. He's set a green sector 1 and a green sector 2. Can he get himself out of Q2 and into the top 10? Where's he put himself? He improves, but he stays where he is in P13. Which means that he's knocked out. He actually got jumped past by 2 more cars, so he's in P15 to start the race.
For the final touches here on the grid ahead of today's race.
Aston Martin did a good job during qualifying, and they're pretty much where everyone expected them to be on the grid. Now it's up.
Let's look at the race preparation and what strategy we'll put him on. Sebastian's going to go for a 2-stopper this race, which means he can get a little bit more aggressive on the softs, but we're going to ask Esteban to do 1 stop and go long on the hards. Let's see if that pays off.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere as ever is electric. And there we've got Esteban Ocon. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. The drivers are ready and the crowds are waiting. It's the Dutch Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
So here we go then. Esteban starts the race in P14. Sebastian starts in P16. Esteban makes a place up already, up into P13, past Yuki Tsunoda on the inside corner. Lovely work done there. Can he keep that position? It looks like he's just got boxed in a little bit behind Lando Norris and the McLaren. Yeah, he takes that off Yuki.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
Oh no, Yuki Tsunoda comes back up the inside. Be crucial to get past the Alpha Tauri on the opening lap. Just needs to plant his... There we go, he's planted his car in front. He's tucked in behind Lando Norris now. He'll use that slipstream all the way around the track. Hopefully propel him on the last corner. Sebastian's still in P16, both on the soft tyre to start the race. The difference is Sebastian will be doing a little 2-stopper. Esteban on the 1-stop. Lewis Hamilton, surprise leader in this race so far. Max Verstappen, the home hero, in P4. Ocon still defending that place from Mick Schumacher now. He's passed Yuki Tsunoda. We're dropping back a little bit from Lando Norris in the McLaren. Both of us have Mercedes engines in. So it's all down to that aerodynamic package that differentiates the cars between their top speeds. becoming a bit of a train at the moment. We're on to lap 3. There's not too much going on. We have got a little bit closer to Lando Norris. We're tucking in behind him now. Can we do it? We put overtake mode on our ERS. We pull out to the outside, but nothing to do. So we'll switch that ERS back to neutral, save that for another attack in a bit. Sebastian Vettel, we're just desperately trying to get him up the places. We'll overtake on the ERS. Look at him on the inside there. He's on the grass getting past Yuki Tsunoda. That is some commitment from Sebastian Vettel. On the inside here, can he do it? It's tight. Yuki Tsunoda, will he be passed again by another Aston Martin? Good. Got a yellow flag in sector 2. Has Vettel got past? No. Also, Zhou Guan Yu spun, which has given us a place back anyway. So Ocon now in 12th, Sebastian in 15th, but he could go to 40th if he makes that move on Tsunoda's stick. Let's just skip through a little bit of this race. It's just becoming a bit of a train. Tried messing about with the ERS settings, but just doesn't seem to be any chance of overtaking. So we'll push on the fuel.
You can stop, lift and coast.
For Esteban, and we're just putting a bit of aggressive soft tyre strategy there. Now just need to make these soft tyres last, but if we can get past Lando Norris on this straight at least, and drop it back down to where they should be at. He's closer.
We have low battery.
Battery's empty, that's not gone well for us, but look how close he's got. Could he have made a move?
All okay on fuel.
Probably not worth it. Lap 19, and you can still see we're in 12th and 16th. Although 15th now as we pass Kevin Magnussen. Sebastian Vettel gets him on the home straight up to P15, and his pit window is now open to do his two-stop strategy.
Safe fuel, safe fuel.
Copy.
So Sebastian comes into the pits. Where will he be spat back out into this race? Esteban Ocon up into 11th. A couple of teams starting to get onto their pit strategy now. Stuck behind both Alpines. Sebastian sits in P17. Esteban comes out P14 after his pit stop. So Esteban goes all the way to the end of the race now on these hard tyres. He's fighting Lance Stroll in the Alpine here. What a move this is. Can he make it go? He needs to get good traction out of the corner. Looks like the Alpine and Lance Stroll's still in front. Esteban has the inside line. Switches that line now. Lance Stroll keeps that position in the Alpine. Esteban can't get him on this occasion and probably needs to charge that battery back up before he can make a good attacking attempt. Osman is keeping very close with him, I have to say that. But the thing is, if he gets onto the straight after the banking now, he's just not got enough energy in the battery to give him that extra boost. He's got fuel though, that we could look at using. So we go down that home straight. And it just seems to be catching him actually. Now, can he make that move stick? Oh, he just didn't have the traction, and Stroll has just pushed him enough out wide to be in bounds. Esteban's going to have another go up the inside, and now he gets his revenge on Stroll and pushes him a little bit wide. Look at the battling going on between these two. Remember, Esteban Ocon took Lance Stroll's seat off him. Stroll replaced Ocon at Alpine. On lap 35 here, it's great racing. It's a shame that this racing is only for P12 in reality. I mean, we're already, Lance Stroll's 3.9 seconds away from P11. So it's highly unlikely that you go and actually catch P11. Although with Esteban, will he catch a couple of teams out going long on his strategy of one stopping? Is there going to be any opportunity here for Esteban to make a move on Lance Stroll? He's got worse battery than last time. He's going to have to go down all the way to his just own raw racing power. Esteban goes and switches to the inside line, closer to the pit lane, and look at that. Does he get the move done this time? What a move that is. He's played the long game over 3 laps. So can Esteban push on now? We're on lap 44 as we just quick sim through this race. Lance Stroll and Esteban just battling between them. You can see the positions switching and the gap's grown further to P11. So it's literally the fight for P12 and that's it. To charge some of Esteban's battery up. Remember, Sebastian's still got to stop and that pit stop comes now onto the soft tyre.
Box, box.
So Sebastian will pit now. Try and conserve some of his battery to use on his outlap. After pit stops, that battle for P12 has now become the battle for P10 and a point is at stake. Ocon is loving that inside line. He just needs to get better traction coming out of it or a boost of battery just to help him push on. Inside line is so effective here. See, Lance Stroll's got it this time. He just takes the place round the bend. That brings us to lap 72 and the last lap of the race. Esteban Ocon 1.3 seconds behind Yuki Tsunoda. Will it be possible to catch him? Look how close Lando Norris has got involved. Lance Stroll's also involved in P13, so that's a three-way battle just for P11. And then you're asking Esteban to go and catch Yuki Tsunoda in P10. Sebastian...
Come on.
Sebastian gets the nudge from his engineer.
Energy if you need it.
Copy.
We've gone on deploy mode on the energy.
Use energy. You can use energy.
Copy.
Get the feeling there that Esteban Ocon can use energy. Ocon chasing down Yuki Tsunoda 1
Just keep
second
doing what you're doing.
to grab the last point in this race. Otherwise it's going to be... So Vettel's gained 2 places there. Up to P15. So Charles Leclerc wins the Zandvoort Grand Prix in the Netherlands. Carlos Sainz will chase him behind in P2. Our fight to get Yuki Tsunoda down to 0.2 of a second round the banking on the home straight. Can we deploy energy we've got left? 0.2 of a second, 200ths of a second. Can we grab the last point? Yuki Tsunoda crosses the line and look how close that is. Look at the cars. Sebastian Vettel comes home in P15. So we do fulfill our race expectations, but we miss out on a point by the barest of margins. Esteban Ocon in P11, Sebastian Vettel finishes the race in P15. Interestingly, Sebastian gets the fastest lap of the race. Doesn't change anything for us in the driver's standings, still P10 and P11. And in the constructors, we're still P7 on 51 points, 12 points behind Alpine in P6, so we'll be looking to chase them soon as we really want to close that gap and finish high up the table. So thanks for watching this episode in Zandvoort. Shame we couldn't get any points. Let's hope that changes for our race number 16 in Monza. Cheers for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe.